said you can't spell daddy without the Addy. And boy, did I miss this little girl.
Yes, you did.
Were you on summer vacation already?
Yep.
It's the beginning of May, and as you know, each and every year, Adeline and Sean go to the family farm with Nana and Pappu go. Is that right?
Yep.
And you spend a whole month. This time we got a 2-week time because we'll be back in a little bit.
Yep.
And you got to live on the family farm. Is that right?
Yes, I did.
Right. Living each and every day with the grandparents out there with all the animals. Addie's got a wonderful show for you today.
Yes,
She's going to update you on that road trip and family farm.
Yep.
We're going to talk about MIT news. We've got 2 stories for you from MIT today.
Yep.
We're going to educate you about what a mastiff is.
Yep.
Who are the Great Pyrenees?
You're going to like the mastiff, I can tell.
And we've got some more things to talk about.
Wow.
We've got new marathon records set, so you're going to want to hear about that.
Yep.
Did you know that rice seeds can hear the rain?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, nobody did until we just found out. More on that shortly. But we're sad to say that we haven't had our simultaneous sip in over 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Since 100 episode 101. This is 100 episode 2. And it's been a while.
Yeah.
So, Addie, could you lead us in that beautiful sip that you got? Now, you guys may hear some extra sounds here in the background, and we've got show and tell for you today, but you're going to have to wait.
Yeah.
So, as you can see there, we have 2 new family members that Addie and Sean brought back with them. Is that right?
Yep.
And they are going to be joining us on the show today.
Yes, they are.
We do apologize that this is their first show, and I don't know that their manners are quite where they need to be.
No.
They're a little loud, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe they're talking to the other chickens watching the show. What do you think?
Probably.
Yep. So, guys, if you got any pets or chickens around today, you're going to want to bring them to today's show. They may be able to communicate here with the 2 new chickens.
Yep.
And we'll talk about those guys here in a little bit.
Yes, we will.
Today's going to be fun. Again, we've got robots in the race, rice seeds, super marathon runner, elephants. Elephants are on the map today.
What?
And, of course, we're going to say Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there on Earth, giving life and recreating birth for all of us, right?
Yep.
That's what moves us forward in the world, are good mothers taking care of their babies.
Yep.
We'd like to remind everybody that women go through more changes than any person alive, comparatively, because you go through not being able to create life, and then as you mature, Addie, right?
Yep.
You're able to create life,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then when you create life, and somebody like you moves into mommy's
Tummy.
womb in her compartment, right?
Yep.
Woman,
Yep.
you start messing up the place, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, you start poking and prodding and messing, and the hormones change. And it causes a lot of different things. Women go through more evolution in just a short period of having children than we could even begin to discuss. The science is starting to show. One thing we thought was really cool that we wanted to brag about that we learned over the weekend was that women who have a second pregnancy actually cognitively get smarter. Did you know that?
Now I do.
That's pretty cool. Studies show, and the science shows, that after the second child, some things get stimulated. Science, boom, more functionality. The neurons fire faster. There are longer connections. It's just pretty awesome to see that evolution. So women, if you're out there, the younger ones, you want to have at least 2 kids. At least 2. Get that brain power out, right?
Yep.
Okay, you got that solo Rolo for us? Where you got?
Careful.
There it is.
Careful. It's hot.
Scott Adams, thank you again. It's been 2 weeks, and we're back at it. Daddy's still been drinking out of the cup, but here we have the simultaneous sip across space and time, and we're going to talk about space and time on tomorrow's episode because space-time is on the map with the UFO files that have been released. And we know that's important too, but there are more videos on the way this week, and that's why we're waiting to do our episode when the good stuff comes out this week. Stay tuned for more, probably Thursday or Friday this week.
Thursday or Friday.
All right, Addie, lead us in that beautiful sip. Sounds like the chickens are joining us already.
Ready? All you need is a cup or a mug or a glass, a tankard or chalice or stein, a canteen jug or a flask, a vessel of any kind. Fill with your favorite liquid, I usually like coffee. Hot cocoa works too.
Yep.
With crunchy peanut butter, soft peanut butter, or with salt that we learned. Not letting go that with it. But anything works. And let's do the simultaneous that are bum dip.
You are using Grandmom's cup.
Yes, I am.
That beautiful simultaneous sip. The dopamine hit
of the day. The thing that makes everything better.
That's good stuff, guys. You know you've got Erica and the
Core
Core 4. Good job with Scott Adams School starting at 9. That's in just a little bit. We might go over our time today. Forgive us. But we know a lot of you that are able to turn into the show either get with us here in the morning. We've got a couple of you watching on the way to work this morning.
Yep.
And then because we're a little late, some of you are going to catch the rest of the show later throughout the day. So thank you for tuning in whenever you are, because you know whenever you click in with the Robinettes here on One Nation Under God, you're going to be able to get that simultaneous sip wherever you're at, wherever you're coming from. But we thank you for tuning in today. And we thank you for learning, changing,
and growing.
Each and every day, you teach people, you learn something. Sometimes it gets hard to remember that you got to learn something, and we like to teach. But it's teaching and learning all day, all of us, right?
Yep.
And that's what we're going to do today is we're going to help teach a few things, learn some more things, and maybe tell some good stories, right?
Yep.
Okay, so before we get there, we need to remember that regardless of where you're at, wherever your county, whatever your zip code, your latitude, your longitude is, if you're here in America, you do stand united with us against evil, against those that would take away our freedom. So let's get that pledge in and remind each other that we do stand united.
I pledge allegiance to
the flag
of the United
States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Which we are so excited. You know, every episode through 100, we talk about justice for all, don't we?
Yes, we do.
And are we seeing fraud busted like never before?
Yep.
Even Governor Newsom in California is now offering rewards to try to act like he's been in charge of the fraud, even though the fraud has been happening this entire time. But now we have a new fraud department. We have a new general, a sheriff in town, we should say, actually. We have a new sheriff in town just in charge of fraud. And boys, we have not even gotten started. We're going to show and expose everybody in this queue going into Q2. It has to be shown. But there's so much coming that the world is not ready. We're excited. Do we know?
Yes.
Do we have some inside sources?
Yeah.
We're telling you right now that you are not ready for what's coming down the chain. No conspiracy theories, no big talking. We're talking about facts, indictments, evidence being exposed to you in real time this year in 2026.
Yes.
So when we say justice for all, we mean it.
Yep.
All right, now, Addy, the show is yours. Tell us what happened. Nobody's seen you for 2 weeks. You had a great episode 101, and then what happened? Tell us what went down.
So there was a road trip. We
love road trips.
We didn't go by plane. We go by car. It's way more fun. You make stops.
By car?
Yes.
Or
by truck.
There you go. We drive that taco.
Yeah. Taco. Like not like eating a taco taco.
Yeah, Tacoma. They know. They know. If you're watching this show, you know Daddy's handled TRD, Toyota Racing Development, right? Yeah. They know Daddy's been driving a taco. We don't drive anything else in this family. Maybe a Cybertruck, Elon. It's on the way. But other than that.
Road trip. There were thunderstorms. There was lightning. Thunder. Makes sense. Thunderstorms. We had to make a quick stop. I was not happy. I was crying a little bit. Brother was unhappy. So brother got in the middle. He sat with me for a little bit. Then we stopped. Went and got some really good food. Came back in the car. Calmed down. He got in his seat. I got in mine. Buckle. Click.
Guys, this is in the middle of the tornadoes were there. We planned to pick up on a Friday so that we could make it happen. And we got out there Friday and the weather looked okay. I mean, it looked like there was rain. But as they were headed back and, they went to Tennessee and then came back across. And sure enough, as they were pulling into Arkansas, luckily they were coming in from the lower part. Those tornadoes ripped across. So for those of you who are paying attention, from Texas to the southern part, you're like, oh, I saw some tornadoes a few weeks ago. Well, this little girl almost drove right at it, but they button hooked underneath it. They were safe. It was a little scary, but not the first time Papa Goat's ever been in a tornado. So, not our first rodeo, right?
Yep.
But it was a little intense for the kids, and that was how they got onto the farm. through the middle of the tornadoes, right?
We made it safe, though.
Yeah, you made it safe. Good job, Papa Goat.
Thank you. Now let's talk about the farm. Daily chores. We wake up early in the morning. You hear the rooster howling. You hear the doggies howling. You hear the dogs barking. Bark, 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 bark.
Those are loud barks. I don't know if you've heard a Pyrenees bark, but it is not a bark. It's like a lion. It's like a baby lion roar. Yeah.
Like a baby lion roar.
Baby lion roar.
But first, we gotta get those 3 chickens fed. So the first chicken we got
3 chickens?
Yeah. 3 chicken pins.
Coops. Yeah. You got a lot more than 3 chickens on Papa Goat's farm.
3 chicken pins.
You got a lot more than 3 chickens.
Without counting the ducks.
Yeah, the ducks have their own pen and pond. Yep.
Without counting the guineas as well.
Oh, yeah. And then you have roaming guineas. So it's important if you guys have a farm, know about a farm, want to get a farm. Someday you'll know a farm. Guinea fowl, right?
Yep.
Daddy helped with this. This was one thing that I helped with the family farm. We went and found the guinea fowl. Daddy drove out to East Texas to Tyler, where we're originally from, and found someone, giving some guinea fowl away and selling them. We went out there and connected with them and got these guinea fowl. Since then, Papa Goat has grown the herd, 20 or 30 plus. These are your alarm system. So the guinea fowl, they won't become your pet chickens. They won't run around close to you. I mean, they do follow Papa Goat.
Yeah.
But they pretty much just roam the land. And at night, specifically, when it's time to go to sleep, they nest and roost up in the trees.
Yep.
And if you train them well, like Papa Goat has, they nest and roost in the trees directly around the house on the farm. Yep. And so what that does is multiple different things, just to give you a little heads up. But when you have the guinea fowl hanging out in the trees around your home, you not only have no more predator birds like the hawks and vultures, because some of these vultures are getting more active. Those things that would like to hang out in those trees and spy on your animals on the family farm, they don't have that space anymore and owls at night, because those guinea fowl, oh man, not only are they super loud alarm system, but they'll fight. These guys, they're mini dinosaurs. Do not forget, little mini raptors running around. So guinea fowl are really cool for lots of different reasons. But the more that you have of them in a flock like that, the bigger the alarm system is. So you just naturally have a wonderful deterrent against all the other predators. Doesn't matter what predator it is, because these things are so loud. So, and when they're close to the house, now you have that extra alarm system should that snake, that coyote, or in our case, the wolf or the bears on the farm that try to get out there to get these animals and chickens. When that alarm goes off, Papa Goat is ready to come out there. Floodlights on, shotgun ready to go. So family farm life is amazing. The more alarm systems you have, the safer the animals, right?
Yep.
Guinea fowl take care of that. Great job, Addy. So you get up, you go with Papa Goat to check on the animals. What are you doing? Are you getting them fed? You're checking for eggs? What are you doing?
Yep. We go in there, say hi to everybody, throw them some food. Sometimes there are, sometimes there isn't. And before we do that, there's like a little back pin where snakes love to hang out. Papa Goat checks it in. I feed him, say, all right. He says, it's clear. Okay, then I grab the eggs, put them in a little cup. He tells one of us to go put them inside, most of the time me. Then we move over to the duggies. I go in there. We don't really go in there. We do the food, say, how you doing? Here's the fun part about the ducks. They don't eat without water. Sometimes we pour the food in the water so they can get more digestion system.
That's pretty funny. These ducks do not eat the dry food. It's got to be in the water for them to gobble it up, right?
Yep. Sometimes you can put it on the ground. They gobble it up, then drink a gulp of water. Oh.
Now, one of the other cool things about those ducks that we did is we helped build that pond for them, right?
Yep.
But did we go get a whole bunch of feeder fish and minnows so we could dump them in there so they had some fish to swim around with?
Yep,
Pretty cool.
I don't think they lasted a week.
They don't. Those duck eat those fish fast.
Yep. Then we move on to the second chicken pen. That's where Goldie hangs out. I named it entire
Goldie, yep.
Goldie, Captain Falco Jr., Payonella, and Stripey. He's a boy. He's a rooster. And Freckles and Snow White. I named her that because she's like...
That's pretty cool.
Yep, so So then we go in there, feed them. Nobody doesn't come in there unless I feed them, then close it because she's laying eggs.
She's the rooster, or the
main hen, the queen.
the brooder. What's the word for it? She just sits on the egg. She doesn't go off. Now she used to kind of get picked on by the other hens in that cage.
She did.
Thought about taking her out. It's one of why it's Addie's favorite. But now she's the one, the brooder. She's the one that's sitting on all the eggs, always brooding. So she doesn't even get up anymore. She owns the pen now.
Yep.
They all come over and lay eggs next to her, and then she'll crump on them. So all the eggs that don't make it under her, you guys and Papa Go are still collecting, right?
Yeah.
But the ones that make it under her, we're letting develop, and so we have new chickens, right?
Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom, more eggs. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom.
Now, let's take it right over to our main show and tell. Since we're talking about chickens, Addie, what do we have here today?
So we have right here, let's see. This one is Ruth. Ruth is more white. So we got Ruth.
So this is Ruth. Hello, Ruth.
Hello, Ruth. Careful,
she likes you more than me.
Yeah.
She just met me, so she's not used to me yet.
It's okay. This is your papa.
There we go. Pretty girl. She's a pretty girl.
Yes, she is.
You want to show us the other one while I'm holding Ruth? So, it's for betterness of the herd. It's always good to have at least two chickens related to each other, sisters, right? As you know, and so you don't want to just get one. We got two, and we already have two,
so now we got
and
four.
so now we have two more.
Yeah.
These will not go straight in with the other chickens because chickens have a pecking order, and the bigger chickens will certainly peck, especially Boudica, the queen of the chickens. She'll peck these pretty hard. So we won't be introducing them to each other for some time. Now they've already heard each other. They're aware they exist, but we won't be introducing them until these guys are much bigger.
Much
right?
bigger when they can fight when they hear it's more of a pecking order, bigger.
Yeah, we don't know where they'll end up in the pecking order, but they deserve their chance. And if you introduce them too young, they're automatically pushed to the bottom, and abuse can take place. So what we want to do is give them a fair chance to whoever they want to be and whoever they're going to be as they grow, and we'll take care of them separately for a little while, right? Now, the other two that we have outside, are they already laying 2 eggs every day?
Yes.
Yep, we're already up to 2 eggs every day from Boudica and Peckers, right? And so Boudica and Peckers are already laying 2 farm fresh eggs every day, which means Addie and Sean get a farm fresh egg every single morning, right? Oh, we forgot to bring the farm fresh eggs in here to show everybody. But 2 farm fresh eggs every morning for the children. You know that raises the IQ almost 10 points. PhDs and studies show. So again, odd that the government and the MSM told you to stay away from eggs and to get cereal in your children every morning. And then the facts show that you can raise your children's IQ by giving them 1 farm fresh egg
every day.
Every day. 1 farm fresh egg every day is all you need. Sometimes we have 2, but right now we're getting farm fresh eggs from our own backyard for both children each and every day. Now, these 2 chicken that we're adding, obviously, will be for Mommy and Daddy, right?
Yep. There you go. Mommy and Daddy. This one's Ruth, and you're holding Joan of Arc.
So if you think about it, wherever you're at, however you're doing life, you could just get a chicken coop. Pretty easy to put together. Make one, build one, or buy one, right? You can get a nice, pretty one off of Etsy or something and spend some money on it.
There you go.
All you need is a chicken for... Oh, he got me.
She got you.
Oh, she got me.
That's what I was
Poopies are me. You have to be okay with poopies, guys. You can't have chickens without poopies.
I'll be right back. I'm getting you a paper towel.
Yeah, we should have brought that in here beforehand.
Stuckers.
Got it. All right. Get me up here. Okay, so Daddy's going to clean off some poopies.
That's one right there.
That was disgusting.
She has pooped on me a couple times.
She has pooped on you a couple times.
Joan of Arc is a pooper.
And it's smelly. Well, what are you going to do? Baby chickens are going to poop, right?
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens.
Okay? Poo happens, guys.
Yeah, poo happens. Now let's get to fun on the phone. How do you get fun on the phone? 1. Drive the Ranger. Nana drives the Ranger. I like to hang on and just go, woohoo!
This is the redheaded mama as I was growing up. The redheaded mama that when she was younger drove a Ford Mustang at high levels of speed all over the place. So this lady knows how to drive, okay? She's a racer. My uncle and the you can't see them right now, but the trophies we have, we come from a racing family.
Yep.
Lots of trophies. Uncle Frankie, if you're watching again today, hi, Uncle Frankie.
Yep.
Lots of trophies from Uncle Frankie's racing days. We wish we would have been able to get into that. But here's the thing. Now little lady's driving with Nana. Nana's got a Ranger on the family farm.
Ranger.
That's what she is responsible for. This
Yep.
four-wheel drive beast goes very fast, and Nana rips and tours all around the family farm, all 20 acres from the fence line over to make sure that the fence line is safe every day, make sure the coyotes haven't made their way in, make sure the animals haven't fallen their way out, make sure there's no turtles stuck in the fence, because we found some turtles stuck in the fence before.
Yep.
And, generally chasing rabbits around, right?
Yep.
So go ahead, little lady.
And
Keep talking.
And to get Sunny running.
And the dogs have to go on a run, right?
And we're going to talk about those later, about the mastiff and Pyrenees. And now, Pogo drives the four-wheeler.
Yup.
It's amazing. I like he likes us hopping on. Like it's like I hop on the back of him, I hold on, and sometimes I grab him with one hand and hang out. Yeah.
You do like hanging out.
And then Pogo made us a little swing. So I push brother, barely, he doesn't really like it. Then he pushes me. I push him, he pushes me.
It's a classic farmhouse swing like you never seen before on one of the biggest trees we have on the farm,
Yep.
hundreds of year old tree,
100.
hanging from one of the biggest limbs, a gorgeous swing right in there at sunset. Literally the sun, Papa Go built it so the sun is setting in the middle of the tree and then you're just swinging into it.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best views on the farm, even though there are multiple views, but from that swing in either direction, sunrise or sunset, Papa Go put that exactly where it needs to be. And that's what it's about, guys. The little details, when you're able to get a piece of land, buy some dirt, and turn it into a home or a farm or a place to live each and every day, beauty happens. And that's what we want to encourage you to do wherever you're at. Doesn't matter if you're in a suburban area, in a city, you can change your view and live the way you want to. You can grow a plant in a windowsill, right? If the sun is coming in, we've got plants for you. If you have cats, you can grow cat grass, and everybody's winning. You can grow a hot pepper plant in a windowsill, create life, bring it together. That's what the family farm is about. And when you can have little details like that and change your view, even when you're in a box, you can change your view just from angling toward the sun and putting some things that make it more engaging, like the family farm swing, right?
Yep.
So a couple other things that Papa Goat built this summer as well, the big grill and the big theater and some other stuff that we'll get into more this summer as they come together. And we'll be out there doing some stuff. I'll get out there here in a little bit. I was jealous I didn't get to go this time, but I'm glad you got to go spend time with Mama and Dad.
Thanks. And now let's get to the massive part about Christian.
All right, let's get some education going.
Let's talk about...
Oh, I didn't get the pictures of the doggies.
Are you kidding me?
Sorry.
So we got dogs. The Mastiff is just roly-poly. And you know why she's so cool? Guess what? Mastiffs were the first dogs that Christians have to cross up to go to America.
So that's a factual statement. When the Pilgrims came across, Mastiffs were the dogs that they brought with them.
The first dogs that they had.
Mastiffs were used to guard against bulls, guard against bears, and guard against potential lions and cougars.
Yep. So they were the first ones to help the Christians.
And if you're watching today, we remember your beautiful Mastiff that you had at one of my roommates when I lived in Dallas, very best friend.
Yeah.
We lived with for a little while. Zach had a beautiful Mastiff while we were at the house. He got along with Apache very well. And Apache, biggest dog I ever had, the Mastiff, like twice the size of Apache.
Yeah.
Right? He was huge. Even Akka now, I would have to say Akka, our 120-pound Malamute, compared to Zach's Mastiff, that the Mastiff is essentially bigger. Ours is more woofy. But Mastiffs, if you don't know, are like, I think they're like the largest, one of the largest breeds of dogs in the world. And the family farm now has a growing puppy Mastiff. And does it look like a puppy anymore? No, it's not. It's not even 8 months old. And is it already giant?
Yes.
Yeah, he got big real fast. Still clumsy, still a goober. But when Mastiff gets done growing, he's going to be the biggest dog on the farm. And what's he going to do?
He's going to protect the farm.
Are they one of the most loyal breeds of dogs also?
Yes.
Yeah, so you got the most loyal breed of dog and the biggest dog. It looks like a bear. So that farm is going to be much safer, right?
Yep. And now let's talk about the Great Pyrenees, one of my great ancestors.
We love these dogs.
Yep. So you know why they're called the Great Pyrenees? Because they were because they were formed on the Great Pyrenees Mountain, separating from France and Spain.
That's right. France and Spain, the Great Pyrenees Mountain. These mountain dogs were used to guard the goats, the llamas, protect everybody, the sheep for sure, the lambs, everything these Pyrenees are done for. And then when they're sleeping with the sheep, you can't almost tell that there's sheep there, right?
Yeah.
Because this big white dog is curled up next to it.
Yep, and then when a wolf
They're
comes
good
on,
spies.
he goes,
They howl loud. You hear this Pyrenees for miles long. And now the Pyrenees will leave the farm. He does run off and jump over the fence. He goes and finds 2 other Pyrenees that are guarding farms miles down the road, doesn't he?
And he likes to play with them.
Bro, it's the craziest thing that our Pyrenees Yeti leaves the farm on a regular basis around lunchtime. He literally just climbs the fence and jumps over this barbed wire fence. He doesn't care.
They're going to meet 2 other
And then he
Pyrenees.
goes and finds 2 other Pyrenees that are guarding farms. It's like they're having a lunch break together.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. It's the craziest thing we've ever seen. We do not believe that the Pyrenees are related to each other. We don't think they're like brothers from the same litter, because where we got ours from, we tried to check with the other farmer, and they said no, they got theirs, online from somewhere else. So a totally different scenario, except that the Pyrenees go hang out together. They leave their farms and they go find each other. Now that's kind of dangerous because there is some highway in between the two. But these Pyrenees, some of the smartest dogs out there, biggest breed, they just run and hang out together. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's amazing, right?
Like, all right, breakfast? No. Lunch break? Okay. It's almost lunchtime. Let's go. So, hey, guys, what are we having for lunch? Oh, I brought some steak. And I'm going to go hunt something real quick. Boom. All right, let's eat lunch.
That's so funny. You know what we need to do, Addy?
What?
We need to get a GoPro camera and stick it on Yeti so that the next time he takes off, we can see it from his thing where he's going to go hang out with his friend. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Nana. Well, we're coming back in June for the family farm. We're bringing a GoPro, and we're going to watch where Yeti's going. Does that sound cool?
Yeah, just to make sure he's not hanging out with girlfriends.
He could be.
He probably could.
All right, so that's a little bit about the family farm. Addy had a wonderful time. There's always some events. There's local annual things to do. You got the you literally in Oklahoma, where the grandparents live, have an elephant farm less than 1.5 miles down the road. So you can hear elephants late at night as they're going in for their bed. And that's in Oklahoma, guys. You would think you'd have to go to Africa to be able to hear the elephants late at night safari, but it turns out you can go to Oklahoma, just outside of a small circus town, where the elephants are being housed on a wonderful wildlife refuge that is continuing to get bigger and better.
Bigger and better.
And you can hear elephants from the family farm. Is that gnarly?
Yes, it is.
That's just amazing.
And guess what? In France, one of my ancestors are there, Adeline. But since I was born in Texas, we added our Texas mark to it, so now it's Ada, Ada, strawberry, Ada.
That was a good drop.
Thanks.
Okay, we have some news for you today. We have some today in history, and we'd like to get rolling with the show. Thank you for getting caught up. Thank you for enjoying the last 2 weeks, wherever you were at, wherever you were doing. We know that you're getting closer to getting out of school. Kaysen's really excited about summer vacation. You already got to start your summer vacation because homeschool, we get to do what we want. And you went and got some schooling done on the family farm. Is that right?
Yep.
And the education you received from some of the chores and some of the things that you did, other children will never see even in their lifetime. Mm-hmm. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And that's just one part of your section of your school. You also have a business to run. You also have an LLC that you're creating this year. Is that right?
Yes,
we have a lot to get done this year, don't we?
Yeah.
That's right. And are you going to Washington, D.C. this summer?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, birthday month, right? We're going big. But before we get there, let's talk about today. Now, if you haven't been paying attention, you know that on our news show, we like to bring in news that you may not have seen. We know that MSM is going to drop their thing. We know they're going to, keep the narrative going, and they're going to repeat and show you the same stuff all day. You may have already seen this, but we want to talk about something special. A world record was broken there in London. Okay, so for those of you who know, the big marathon was underway. The super marathon runner has now broken a huge record. This Kenyan runner, Sebastian, ran a full marathon, which is 26.2 miles, in under 2 hours. Okay, did you hear that? He ran a super marathon, 26.2, in under 2 hours. So the first time ever. Now, the record wasn't beat that much. It was 1 hour and 59 minutes and 30 seconds. So the bro only had 30 seconds left on the clock, but it's been broken. He set the new record. It's done. Yep. The same London Marathon, a woman set a new record 2. So on both ends of the men's and the women's records were set. The men's obviously setting the fastest time.
Yeah.
But great job, Sebastian. Wonderful job. Wonderful job. Now, we're going to test Addy here live on air. Addy, of all the animals, there's a reason that humans are on the top of the food chain and the top of the animal kingdom. But can you tell us a little bit about why? Is there any animal on Earth that can outrun a human?
Outrun, there's a horse. But out stamina, humans are on top right there.
That's right. So in a long distance race, the human always wins, but the horse comes in second. All the other animals never even make it, right? That's why if humans were hunting you in prehistoric ages or as time was developing, you weren't getting away. The stamina in humanity has always outplayed those of the animals, even the cheetah, who's super fast for a short period of time. Horses, they can almost take us, but as time goes on, they get actually more tired than the humans.
Yep.
Especially if they were running against Sebastian, who can get pretty far in under 2 hours. Great job, Sebastian. That's a lot of hard work. That's a lot of practice, and we respect that. Yes. Good job, Sebastian.
Good job, Sebastian.
Now, since we're talking about running, you're going to love this one.
Bet I will.
Dun, dun, dun. In China, you now have humanoid robots racing in a half marathon, which is 13 miles, as you know. We just talked about the 26.2 for the full marathon. One cool robot named Lightning. So here you see Mr. Lightning. He finished in 50 minutes and 26 seconds. That's faster than the human world record. Guys, the first robot, so we had Sebastian set a new human record on the full marathon. And at the same time, a robot, the first humanoid robot, has just beaten the marathon winner, but in a half marathon. So for the half marathon, 13 miles, a new record was set, 50 minutes, 26 seconds. Now, you need to understand that last year, this same race took place, and the humans easily beat this robot. He was not called Lightning. He was called Turtle. Now they upgraded him to Lightning, and bam, he set a new record and beat the humans. Now, I don't have to explain that to you, but it only took him 1 year to catch up and beat humans. Do you think, Addy, they're going to get faster or slower in the next year?
I guess. Faster.
Guys, that's what you're not understanding about where we're at with robots. Yep. What you're seeing come out right now, they're already leapfrogging behind. So even as you start to get comfortable here, what's behind the scenes has already leapfrogged multiple times. And it's awesome to see, could be scary to see, depending on your perception, but it's beautiful to see when we think about all the things that robots are going to be able to help with. We do want to point out that as these robots and automation systems come out, PhD studies are now showing that women in the workforce across 90% of their degrees are actually going to be more impacted than men will be in the incoming automation. From HR over to data analysis, over to teaching, nursing, a lot of robots with the new programs coming out are going to easily take those positions.
Easily.
So a lot of things are happening fast. Some people are paying attention. Some people are already aware. And some people are missing out. We want to make sure that you catch up and that you know what's going on.
And we would like to go
Our
knowing going
video is acting up here, and we're not sure if we got disconnected, but it still says we're live, so we're going to keep talking.
Even if you can't see us.
Now, Rice is allegedly on the map again. Rice, as you can see, is being shown everywhere.
Yep.
Now, Rice, guys, as you're going to be able to look here, Rice can hear rain. This is some MIT news we're bringing you live on the show here.
Yep.
MIT news you can turn into daily, you can turn into weekly, or you can turn into monthly, as we mention all the time, right?
Yep.
They got a daily newsletter they'll send you. They got a weekly newsletter if you just want to see it once a week. Or they got the monthly that you can see at the end of the month, right?
Yep.
Now, what's important for you to know is that information's always there. So if you miss a little bit and then you come back, it's there. So a lot of people turn into the monthly newsletter. Some just get that weekly because they like, seeing stuff all the time. And then a couple of people like us, we like that daily. So we can see even the smaller stories. There are crazy things, and I mean crazy, I mean really cool things happening with people who have passion, who care deeply, and are actively trying to make the world a better place. Some of them are misled. We don't agree with everybody's politics, do we?
No, we do not.
But what's important is that when you're around high IQ individuals, highly intelligent individuals, they look for new information. They look for the correct information. They absorb the new information and they
learn, change, and grow.
And we know that's why you're watching this show, because you're highly intelligent and you want to
learn, change, and grow.
And that's going to happen because we're going to teach you some more right here, right now.
Yes, we are.
The rice fields. Guys, so the new studies are out. MIT has proven that rice seeds sprout faster when they hear the sound of raindrops. You understand that?
Okay.
The seeds of rice will grow faster if they hear raindrops. Now, I know you're asking yourself, what does that mean? What am I supposed to do with that information? Well, the farmers are now able to grow more food faster by imitating the raindrops.
Yeah.
Or by causing the raindrops. Making a sprinkler system that makes it more like raindrops. Yeah. Or just imitating the vibrations and frequencies of the rain onto the ground.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
That's amazing. We're smart on it.
We're using technology. We're using information. We're applying it. And what are we getting out of it?
We're getting out of it lots of more rice.
It's so awesome.
So awesome.
So this is going to start increasing better yields, better produce all across the Asian market, all across America, South America. The faster we can get this information out and into the right farmers' hands, and the faster they can build and develop their own unique and better ways to interject this system or, cause a raindrop. There's different ways that you can imitate the raindrops. Like we just said, frequency is one of those ways. Vibrations is one of those ways. Yeah. But even just playing the raindrops on a speaker seems to also get the job done. So lots of interesting ways to apply this. And it just makes sense that if the rice does this, maybe some other plants do as well.
Why don't we try it on all the plants to see?
That's what I'm saying. That's what MIT is going to keep doing, is testing out some of these other plants and recognizing that plants do hear, despite not having their, quote, ears. And when they feel and hear the raindrops, they start growing faster. They want to soak that water up. They feel safe, secure, and able to grow. So that's really cool news. And that's awesome that MIT News has confirmed that for us here on the show.
MIT News.
Now, again, we're not really sure what's going on with the camera. It looks like it may be cut off for you. So we do want to apologize if you're not able to see the camera right now. Yeah. And because of that, we may just go ahead and wrap up the show so you're not forced to watch some pictures. We did want to talk a little bit about elephants today and how amazing they are, because, in fact, elephants have been breaking into, you're going to love this, elephants have been breaking into farms and not stealing the fruit, not stealing some of the bad stuff. Guess what they're doing?
Bamboo?
They're stealing herbal medicine.
Herbal medicine?
The leaves of certain plants make elephants feel better, is what these scientists are understanding. And the elephants have been looking for medicine to make themselves feel better. And in a lot of these farms, some of the foods that they're growing, those leaves turn out that they help the elephants. And so now they're recognizing that these elephants, something they didn't know, are breaking into the farms to steal the medicine that makes them feel better.
Yeah, they're not eating any of the plants. They just want the medicine.
They don't even mess with the fruit trees and destroy them. They literally get the plants. So now some of these agricultural farmers and people that live around these elephants are thinking that they should plant some of those plants and wild stuff outside the farm.
Yeah, you should.
So that the elephants won't break into the farm and they'll go over there and rummage through that stuff. Yeah, pretty smart, right?
Yeah, like a clear area because a full area of elephants now.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. That would be a nice little way to work together.
Yes, it would.
Okay, well, we're not sure, again, what happened with the show. Everything's going good. It says that we're live and that we're active, but the camera is not showing that it is broadcasting anymore. So we want to apologize for the technical difficulties. Our first show back, everything's going great. We do have new internet, higher fiber cable, but this is not directly plugged into the PC. We're Wi-Fiing it. So I think in order to fix that, Eddie, this Cat 6 wire right here that we just bought, the one that's gold plated.
Yeah.
Instead of plugging it into your Xbox, we should plug it straight into the PC when we start the show in the morning.
PC?
Yep, right here.
Oh, okay.
Sound good?
Sound great.
Remind Daddy to start doing that in the morning. Okay, guys, we'll be back tomorrow with a better live stream. We're going to use the Cat 6 that we got to connect it. Instead of doing this Wi-Fi, that might serve it. We do have new internet, so this shouldn't be a problem anymore. The last thing we wanted to say on today's show that I had a special thing, Nana and Papa Goat will remember, but one of my favorite characters growing up, he has already passed away, but here on May 11th is his birthday. So if you remember Uncle Jesse, just do good old boys, then you know it was Uncle Jesse's birthday today. And happy birthday to such a wonderful actor that played 3 key roles in entertainment that I watched growing up that I've loved very much. And he was a wonderful part of my life growing up. So we just want to sing him happy birthday, Uncle Jesse.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Uncle Jason. Happy birthday to you.
Real name, as you know, is Denver Pyle. Denver Pyle.
Happy birthday, Denver Pyle.
All right, guys, that's it for our show today. Remember that you can't spell daddy without the Addy. I said you can't spell daddy without the Addy. So great to have you back, little girl. Great to have the show going on. I know everybody has missed listening to you, missing you lead the pledge. Even the President of the United States said, when are we getting this show back on? We need to teach America these things. So we're glad that we're back. Thank you guys for watching. We have a great week in front of you, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.